Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come to show you a couple of supplies that I also got from Arteza along with the watercolors. And these are a set of retractable gel pens and a set of, and we're trying to get that name, Inkonic pens. And these are like Fineliner pens. They've got a 0.4 millimeter tip on them. I will show those to you in a moment. And these are a 20 set of retractable gel pens. Now, they're not like gel pens like we know them. I'll put it that way. I'm going to move these out of the way for a second. Okay, so each one of these, we'll pull out one here, has got a push button on it, and it will push down the end. On all of these, they have a tiny, tiny little piece of wax or something that you have to pull off the tip. Okay, and we're going to swatch some of these out. They are not, as I could tell, any way, shape, or form put in any order that is on the back of this. I tried to look at it a whole bunch of different ways and couldn't figure out how to put it in that order. So I'm just going to color with it. It doesn't have a name on this. It has 0.7 on here. So I'm assuming that these are medium point and there's a fine point. They have a 0.7 on them. There are 18 colored pencil or colored ink ones that have the 7 millimeter point on them, and then one black, and the black has a 0.5. I'm assuming this is black. It could be a different color. I'm gonna lay these out. Oh boy. Okay, there are like 3 of these in dark tones. This is a blue. There are 2 of these that look to be black. They look identical. One has got a fatter tip and the other one has a thinner tip. These things are not the easiest things to pull off. We'll put that down for a minute. Pull these off. And we will check and see which one is which here with a notepad. I mean, their tips don't look all that different. One's a little rounder, so I assume this one is going to be the 7 and this is going to be the 0.5. But I don't know if they're both black, so that is definitely black. So we have a fine tip and a medium tip in the black. Okay, so we do have 2 black ones in here. All right, put those aside. The rest of these, I'm not sure what their colors are unless I kind of can match them up with the back here. It is a red color, but I did notice that the pens, when they come out, are not the same color too much to the barrel part, closer to this piece that's on here. So we're going to have to come back to what color I'm going to write in there a little later after we test all the red ones out and take off the little tips. Okay, so that is a nice pretty pink color. So I'm going to guess it could be fuchsia, but I am not positive. Here's another red here. When I get all these swatched out, I will go back and try to name them. We have a pink color here. But that is more of a red. We have a pink here. which I'm going to guess is the blush pink, but like I said, we will go through all of these and try to figure it out. This one is kind of a purple tone. I'll get into purple. Oh, that's a pretty dark purple. Do they have more than one purple in here? They have purple. So I'm going to name that one Purple, because it's purple. Okay, we've got some blues, so we'll pull those out. This is kind of a purpley blue, but we'll figure out what that is. We have two blues that are very close. So I'll go with that's a pretty color. This one's more blue. So this one is more of a turquoisey color. So we can put turquoise down for this one, because it's obviously not mint green or camel or green or anything, so we're going to put this one down as turquoise. So we know purple and turquoise. This is the lightest blue that I have out here, then the dark blue, and this one's going to be sky blue, just out of elimination. Okay, we have 4 greens here, so we'll go with the lightest green. The next lightest, I'm just going by the barrel colors, not anything else. I don't know what the pen color is until we get it down. Next one. And last one. Ooh. Okay, now I have to come on here and figure out which is what. So we have a grass green, a mint green, a green, I'm trying to figure out what this one is. Okay, grass green is supposed to be the lightest, so that would be this one. All right, the second one will be mint green. Then we have green. And this one is going to be the elusive. I would put this down as like an olive green, but the only other one that's close in here is called Camel, which I would think would be a brown color. But we will leave that out of the mix since we got those. Put that one over here with the rest of them. We have a yellow. It's the only yellow one we have, so this one is going to be yellow. We have an orange, and it's the only orange one we have, so we can take a guess. We have a brown. And I get stuck on the list again. Vermilion. Is vermilion red. Caramel. I'm just going to put down as caramel. It looks more like a caramel to me. So you're named. And then the black, or no, black first. We have this dark, dark, dark blue one. So this one is going to be midnight blue. Is that even blue? Does that look blue? It's blue compared to, it's midnight blue. It's really dark. We do the other blues, didn't we? We did turquoise. Did I do this blue? Oh, I am all confused now. Oh dear. I'm going to see if I did this blue. Put this down here. This looks like that blue. All right. Yeah, okay. So, put a line through that because we don't want that there. We're going to put the two blacks down here. So this is the black 0.7. Black 0.5. Alright, so this one has to be the midnight blue. Okay. The only other blue we have on here is cobalt blue. We have the one more green here, so I'm gonna guess that's camo. So what did I do with that one? We're gonna put camo on that. Then we have to do the reds. I'm gonna put them on the card in the same order I took them off as. Caramel, midnight blue, and then the two blacks on here. 7 first and then 5. Boom. Okay, and then the camel. The greens. So it went camo green, mint green. Will a get grass fit on this card or not? Yeah, okay, so that set is correct. If that will stay on there. And then on this one, we are going to do our sky blue, our turquoise. Boy, those were hard to figure out. Sky blue first, turquoise, and then the cobalt blue and the purple. All right. So far, that's what we have. And we have to figure out these colors by the back of this box. Okay. And I have to refigure them out when I put them on there. I'm going to do that off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, that took some time. So this is what I ended up with, if I can get them up here without messing with them too much. Only because they made sense this way. This looks more of a blush, this looks more like a pink, this could be a rose. I know that would be a fuchsia, that looks more red, and then we have vermilion here. And like I said, they are not marked, so my color chart is going to tell me what color they are if I need to tell you guys what color I'm using. So there we go. We put them in their colors the way they should be according to this color chart, which is not the color chart back here. Okay, but I am going to put them back in the box. So we're going to start off with the reds, and we'll just lay them on top of the other ones and put them back inside their box in order. Okay. Okay. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. But here are our colors. So we have a nice range of colors. The let's see, this is a very thin paper, so you'll be able to see shadowing on the back, and if I went over the colors twice, you can see a little bit of bleeding from the purple, maybe some of the greens, not too much down here. I thought the reds would bleed through, but they didn't. So you get a tiny bit. This is Create Space paper, by the way, so it is real thin. If you're going to be coloring with these directly onto the paper, I did a little bit of that up here. I can find it. It's going to show you something on that too. Shoot, I'm not going to be able to find it very easily. I should have tagged it. You know me, I'm not that I'm not that good at putting everything together first. How's that? It's a little green spot up here. I was coloring in a little bit of a jellyfish. Here we go. Okay, so I used, I don't know what it was, a green. It's the bright green, so I'll pull it out. So that would be grass green. Now, what I did was I just took it and I colored half of this while it's still wet. I just took my water brush and pulled it across. So you can get a nice little shadow or shading that way. Coloring in this particular book will make it bleed through here and onto the next page if you don't put a paper behind here. It won't. Well, it does go through another one, depending on how wet you get it. Okay, just going to let you know that. But it does do a nice blending effect for you. Again, this is Create Space paper. I'm just going to put a paper behind there so it doesn't bleed through again. Most of these I found you can put a little water on it and it'll blend it. In this particular book, that doesn't help you much, but if you go into, say, this nice big book where I was doing a bit of coloring, you can take, this is the same grass green, you can put a little bit of it on there, blend it while it's still wet like a watercolor. It'll give you a nice bright color there, and it will not bleed through on these kind of papers because, of course, this is the best paper in the book. Love this paper. But it does give you that nice bright look if you want to just add a little bit here and there. Blend it with water, or you can just color with it if you like. I like adding a bit of that brightness in there. I think it's kind of cool. That's how I will be using them. I will also use them in my journals. You all probably have journals, right? Or my planners. I think they're fun. So this is my planner, and if I needed to write down a little something going on, say on the first my husband was off, so we could just write Dan off from work. This would be a fun way to color coordinate your calendars too, with a little key box for everybody's in your household. So Dan could be green and I could be pink, and anybody else here can be a different color, and you can write in what they're doing on your calendar on those particular days. What I would be doing would be done in pink and him in green, and that would be a lot easier for me to pick up what's going on during my month. September has not been filled out yet. Anyway, I think these are a cool little addition. They're kind of fun. It took a little while to get me to understand what color is what. This back chart is not the best. So anyway, that's that set. The Arteza Inkonic pens come in a metal tin. There's a set of 48 in here. Let me find it. It has a nice little cushy, styrofoamy, stretchy thing to lay on top of the pens. These pens are triangular, so they're really easy to hold on to. They also have a very fine tip on them. They are 0.4, so they're very, very tiny. I'll just grab one of these pieces of paper and write my name in this color. They're not the brightest color, but see how thin that is. Okay, do they have names on these pens? No, they don't. They do have a number though. The number will probably correspond with number on the back of the box. I don't know. They have finger grips here. These are actually deeper than the ones that they have on their colored pencils or watercolor pencils. So I have no problem grabbing these, which is nice. So that's a nice deep pocket. Second layer also has one of these nice little foam things. Keeps all your pens nice and neat. This is the range of color that you have. So these are the browns, the grays. You have a nice selection of grays, browns. We have greens, the turquoise. This is interesting. Would this be a white? I will have to find out. A blues, and then on the other top shelf you have more blues to blue grays to purples, and we have pinks, dark colors like I like, and the maroon colors going down into the oranges or the reds and yellows, and one skin color. So if you were going to do anything in a peachy tone, that would be the one to pick up. I'm going to close this and we're going to look at the back of the box because I want to see. If you notice, none of those pens are moving, shaking. There's no noise, which is nice. Yes, they have them all numbered and labeled on the back, and it looks to be that they are the same order as they are inside the box, starting with the peaches, the yellows, oranges, reds, pinks, purples, greens, blues, greens, going into the browns and the grays. So the one I thought was white is actually ice blue. Kind of looks white though, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm not going to swatch these out because they're so fine that you probably won't even see them on the paper. I'll swatch them and show you a picture at the end of the video though. They have some really cool names like chamomile, ginger. I'm wondering if these are about the same colors as we have on the pencils. I'm going to look. We have an elephant gray, and we have one here. So that's nice. Some of these colors will probably be the same. Some of them aren't. Let's see. Peach, we have ivory. So that's good. They're not all called the same, but you're gonna be able to pick out the same colors for some of these to match. And that's probably how I will be using these. Also, for any little tiny spots, say in this book, when you get into the teeny tiny areas of these, like vines, and we'll pull one of these browns out. What do we have here? Walnut, coffee, chocolate, 102. Second shelf. So we pull out the first shelf. Set it aside. Get out 102, which is a chocolate. Close that out. And get you down a little lower. Okay. So we were going to do this. I know it's a plant, but I'm going to do this little piece right here in the brown. Okay. And that's kind of what's nice about these tiny little tips, is you can get right in there. And put some color down. I'm going to throw in some green in there too. I don't know if these react with water, but we're going to try, or we're going to see. So there is a little bit of transfer, but not much. But in case you didn't get it all colored in down on that side, you can add a little water and it'll blur it out a little bit. Don't want to go in there when it's wet. But that will help out in those situations where you have such a tiny little spot you can't get to it. And that's what I will be using these for. I'm sure you could figure out other ways of using them. But they are, like I said, very fine tipped. I want to see what this ice blue looks like. I'm curious. Okay, what do we want to color that will be? We'll just do a little in here and see what color it is. Oh, that's a pretty color. It is really light though. Let's see, I'll turn the paper over real quick because I don't know if that would bleed through. And number one, it's going to be really hard to tell because we don't know where we colored, but it did not bleed through at all, which is nice. So the rest of this page is going to be done with all three of these products. I will not be doing it on camera though. I will just show you still pictures because this takes a long time. So I hope you enjoyed looking at these products. I will leave links down below to where you can purchase them straight from Arteza. They're also available on Amazon. I am not an affiliate, so those links are just links to the products itself. I do have a code for 10% discount off, and that's good until, I believe, October. If you would like to use that, you can use it for the Amazon links. So I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this a little bit. I will see you in my next video. You guys take care. Bye now.